Hey guys, it's Luna and we're back again with another video. Today, as you guys might be able to tell, we are going to be going into my favorite movies slash TV shows slash films, you know, all that stuff that I've watched during quarantine. And I'm really sorry if you can hear construction in the background. It hurts me just as much as it hurts you. Okay, well, let's just get into it. First TV show that we're going to be talking about is Anne with an E. Okay, I have a lot to say, but first let me just give you a little summary. So basically, Anne with an E is the story of a little orphan girl. It's basically the story of Anne and Green Gables, but in case you don't know, the story of a little orphan girl, you know, she goes to live with Marilla and Matthew Cuthbert, and her trials and tribulations as she perseveres to break through, you know, society's norms, and she's just amazing and you know. So we love Anne. She perseveres. I cried so many times during that entire series, and one thing that series made me do is feel powerful and feel like I can create my own destiny, because it's like, if Anne can do this considering all the horrible stuff that she went through, then I can go through whatever little thing that I'm upset about at the time. So yes, the next TV show that we're going to be talking about is SelfMade. So SelfMade is just one of those shows that, you know, based on true life events. It's a story of Madame C.J. Walker and basically how she turned herself from a clothes washer into the first millionaire in the United States of America. The premise of the story, you know, she starts a hair care line because, you know, people of color, myself, didn't always really have hair care products for us that actually worked for us to help us grow long, healthy hair. So she stepped right in and did her thing. The series helped me be more confident in myself and my mission, and feel more empowered to do anything that I set my mind to. If you notice a trend between these two shows, very inspirational. So if you're feeling down, you're feeling like your business or whatever's not going anywhere, watch this. I feel like it'll definitely change your mind. So, SelfMade. And also, as I said, all of these things that we'll be mentioning are 10 out of 10, so on to the next. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to Umbrella Academy. Oh my god. When I say it's storytelling at its finest, I mean it. So, the Umbrella Academy is about this old scientist. He adopts a bunch of kids from around the world who are reported to have superpowers like a long time ago, and he trained them, and they all became part of the Umbrella Academy, which looks completely stunning, if I do say so myself. And the show starts when all the siblings' relationships kind of fell apart, and now, you know, they're rekindled together for very sad reasons. It's the only way to get them together, so. Sorry about that, guys. My card was full. So, I think I left off saying that they are here to save the world. Yeah, so that ends the premise of the show. I just wish I got to say that before my card got full, but we can't have it all, can we? And the reason I put it inside of this video is because season 2 came out in the during quarantine, so I decided to put it in this video because I was waiting for it. So just watch it and close. Amazing. Okay guys, so the next TV show I'm going to be talking about is Cursed. So Cursed is the story of this girl named Nimue, you know, takes place in the time of King Arthur, and it's basically the story of how the Sword of Power chose a girl to be its master first. And that girl is Nimue. You know, Merlin said that it's, you know, based in the olden days. And I love watching things based in the olden days. It just seems so, like, cool, even though, like, when watching it, it wasn't really all that fun. Like, watching it just seems like an adventure. So I'm always here for that. And oh yeah, sorry, back to the premise of the show. So basically the story is this girl named Nimue. She's a fae girl, which is kind of like, you know, fae, fairy, if you know that sort of stuff. And these red paladin guys of the church, and basically they want to burn down all the fae because to that paladin, the fae are the scum of the earth and deserve to be destroyed and dead, even if they're not harming anybody, because why not? And Nimue, she has to rise up because the Sword of Power chose her and be the leader of the fae and save them from the Red Paladins. And all I have to say is, the journey was amazing. There should be a season 2, so hopefully that explains a lot, because I feel like they didn't really touch a lot on they didn't touch on Morgana. Like, I want to hear more about what happened to her, because, like, you know, certain things happened. And also Nimue. Like, what? That's all I'm gonna say on that, because I'm not trying to spoil too much. But I do recommend it, and I'm gonna recommend even more when the season 2 comes out, and all the little, like, stuff they didn't really explain gets explained. So yeah, if, you know, medieval fantasy stuff is your fancy, this is for you. So the last TV show that I'm going to be talking about is it's one of my absolute favorites. I've been watching it for years, okay? Years. It is called The 100. I can't even, like, I was watching this in elementary school, so we're in grade, like, 7 or something. Okay. So the Earth in this year, if there is a year, it's gonna be a year, basically had a nuclear war, explosions, things, boom, 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 Earth becomes uninhabitable to humans. So some humans were able to get on to a space station called the Ark. They're living up there, you know, doing their thing, and the story starts 100 years after the explosion event and people moved to the Ark. So now people think that maybe, you know, the Earth might be habitable again, so they send 100 teenagers to Earth to, you know, test this theory. And once they are there, they quickly realize that they're not really that prepared for this, and also realize that they're not alone, and, you know, that's where everything starts. And, like, and it's like, I wish I could tell you more, because, like, it gets so much better. Just, like, even first season, I think it's pretty good. Like, I feel like it's pretty amazing, can't lie. But this season's keep on getting better and better and better. And now they're on the last season, and that's why I'm talking about it, because, you know, it's playing during quarantine. And so far, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I am loving it, and I'm living for it. So if you want to get your life with a 7-season show, watch The 100. It's on Netflix. And the character development that happens over the course of 7 seasons is, need I say more? Moving on. Now, moving on from TV shows, we're going to get into films. So now we're going to talk about Onward, and to be completely honest, this film, I didn't really know about it until it was on Disney Plus. I'm not sure if it's just on Disney Plus, but that's where I watched it. And it's a Disney film about these 2 elf brothers. You know, their father died when they were quite young, and they follows their journey to try and bring him back and to have a conversation with them. It's their journey to try and find certain things that allow, you know, them to see their father again, and it's an amazing journey, and just makes you want to push onward. Like, I even had one of my bullet journal spreads about Onward. Wait, let me see if I can find it. If I can find it for you, I'll insert a clip here of me reading the quote that just changed my life. You know, it changed my life and helped me get my life. So you know what you should do? Watch Onward. Nobody's too old for animation, and that is my quote. Quote me on it. Trust me, you will not be upset. Okay, next movie. So the next movie we're going to be talking about is Feel the Beat. It is a heartfelt movie, and it's a movie that to me is just magical, even though there's no magic in it. So the movie follows Sophia Carson as an aspiring Broadway dancer, and really at the beginning, you know, she's really stern. She has to get to this audition, this Broadway audition, and she doesn't care about anyone or anybody's feelings while she's trying to get to this audition, because she's just trying to slay and be on time. But little did she know, one of the people that she was being rude to on her way to an audition was, you know, the lady who, you know, was basically one of the directors for the show. She's a very prominent figure in the show, so she got kicked out, let's just say that. And basically her life on Broadway exploded because everybody's afraid of this lady. That's why she had to book a flight to her hometown and, you know, still pursue her dreams, even though things weren't looking or going her way at all. and it seemed like any other person would just give up, but she didn't. She persevered. She has some amazing character development, and I love that. I mean, come on. And all the kids, all the diversity in the kids and the actors and actresses that were in this, impeccable. So even though the plot is straightforward, I say it's definitely still worth the watch, because again, it motivates you to what? Get your own. That is it on that. So the next movie is Cronkite's New Groove, and this is basically the sequel to An Emperor's New Groove, and this follows, you know, Kronk, you know, Yzma's henchman, and his journey to trying to impress his father, Papi, because his father means the world to him, and all he wants is a thumbs up from Papi. He doesn't want a thumb down from Papi, but it's quite hard to not get the thumbs down. All he wants is a thumbs up. So that's his only goal throughout the whole entire movie. But he quickly realizes that he can't change who he is, even if it is for his father. He has to be himself, be true to who he is, and that's when everything basically falls into place for him. You can't change who you are for other people. And it's easy to say that, but to really have to see somebody else going through that and seeing that they came out on the other side, even if they are, you know, a fictional animated character, it really helps, and it really helps you to gain confidence in yourself and your own skills and expertise, and know that you are the only one living your life. You are the only one. Papi is not living Kronk's life, and Kronk has to realize that. Kronk also being you in this situation, and Kronk has to realize that you're right, I can't be anybody else. All I can be is myself. That's the only way I'm gonna truly be happy. And that's what I got from this movie. And I think you're gonna get that from this movie too. So if you're going through a rough time, if you don't know whether to go left or right, maybe this movie will help you out. So yeah. The next movie that we're going to be talking about is Call Me By Your Name. And yes, I only watched this during quarantine. Okay, so if you don't know, Call Me By Your Name basically takes place in the popping summer of 1983 in Italy. And basically follows the story of Elio and his, you know, times in Italy as his family was on vacation in his villa. And this guy named Oliver comes to work for his dad, and you know, a story of their adventures together. And I highly recommend you watch. It makes you feel warm, cozy, nostalgic for a time that you may or may not have been a part of, and we live for that, so watch it. So the next movie that I'm going to be talking about to you guys is Good Will Hunting. You may have heard me talk about this before, but it is amazing. I watched it again during quarantine. I love it. I love it. I love it more than I did before. It's an amazing film. So basically it's about this guy named Will. He's like a super genius or whatever, and he has certain opportunities, certain things happen. Honestly, it's a movie that you just have to watch. It deals with a lot of like difficult concepts and just things that will open your eyes to the world, if I'm being honest. And this is just one of those movies that you just have to take my word for it, if I'm completely honest. Like, you can search up a synopsis all you want, but I don't think that's gonna push you to watch this movie. You just have to watch it. I'm telling you, trust me, if you don't watch any other movie on this entire list during quarantine, watch this movie. That's all I'm saying. Just trust me. Trust me, okay? And if that's not enough, okay? You know, Matt Damon, Robin Williams, Ben Affleck, 1997. Take it or leave it. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Guys, there is no more. That's the end. I'm sad. I really liked filming this. I really like just like, you know, fangirling about the movies that I like. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, as I said, this video is coming to a close, and I hope you guys like, subscribe, and you guys come back for more. Oh, and as per usual, Kirby is going to close with me. And yeah, as I was saying, I hope you guys like, subscribe, and come back for more. So, bye guys.